Hi, this is Taja-Symone Evans, and this is my portfolio audit for Port 7. First of all, I do feel like everything on my website is pretty clear in terms of what I do and everything like that, like welcome to Taja-Symone Visuals, pretty much like showcasing like some logo design I've done because that's most of the work that I get these days is a lot of like branding and logo work. So, of course, I showcase some of my favorite logo designs, and every few months or so, I switch them out. So, I feel like that's a good aspect as well. It's really obvious here, like what I do. I feel as if it's, pretty obvious. Me as a graphic designer, etc. And my labels for my jobs and everything like that. So, yeah. What else? Portfolio projects and case study. Here, I have a drop down menu of like my work. So, and I separated it off like probably about 6 months ago. I went ahead and separated it off. So, this one is just logos and branding. Anything brand related that I've made for like a brand. And yeah, that's like a lot of my favorite stuff. Sometimes I switch them out too, so that way there's not too much work, but also at the same time there's not enough work, so there's always something new to kind of look at. This is my digital art page, and on my digital art page, I just have anything that I created that is just didn't have like an actual purpose, essentially, just kind of like creative, artistic stuff. Some of this stuff is made for social, so just like social posts that I made for different brands I've worked with and different businesses and stuff like that. I also have a couple of like little like album art covers, illustrations, my sneaker illustrations, which are very popular on Instagram, and some of like my favorite like illustrations of people. So that's pretty cool, I guess, for in terms of portfolio projects and case studies. I also have on my blog here a couple case studies, which is like this one, which is the Gatorade one, Gatorade marketing case study, just kind of talking about the Gatorade brand. If you go to back to blog, you can see this other one I wrote about creating a brand style guide because I'm trying to get back into writing regular blog posts that contain valuable content for my audience as well. As well as, project titles and things like that for my projects. Go to branding. You can see the ice cream t-shirt design, the urban play, the Shenzhen bubble tea carton. You can see, retro prints poster tube. I'm going through the process of actually labeling all of these so that it's something I do want to do is go through and label all of my work. That is something I want to do, and I do want to change some stuff around and add some new stuff as well. I do feel like my website is essentially very easy to navigate. It's really clear like where you can go to find certain information. Homepage is going to just take you to the home. It's also going to show you an embedded video link to my design reel that I created. If you go to my About Me, this is my About Me, and this is also the experience. I didn't want to type my entire work, all the work I've done, so I have this downloadable copy of my resume, and then it opens up to another link, which is going to show you my resume. I'm actually going to switch this out into a different copy of my resume because I have been constantly updating my resume this month, so I'm going to change that as well, change that out. As well as I want to add a couple more blog posts here and things like that. Here's the page with my testimonials on it, etc. So these are, my things pretty much. My call to action is pretty much the design requests. And that's kind of what I want everyone to do. I want them to come to my site and I want them to want to work with me, etc. So multiple places on my website, it just brings you back to design requests. Design requests, if you go to the About Me page, I'm pretty sure there's like my email address is on there. Go to design request. Here's another design request button. Here's another design request button. Here's another design request button. I have like probably like 6 design request buttons. On my site, I feel like there are a couple more places that I do want to put it as well. So there is that. And yeah, overall, those are the changes I do want to make. I do want to try to get all of these labeled. I do want to change out my resume, and I want to change my design request form from a Google Drive form, like a Google form, into like an embedded form on my site, something similar to my testimonials form like this. So that way it's something they can go right into the system and I can get a link through my G Suite email. So yeah.